Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 52 of Forever Stranded, a mod pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So in the last episode, we finally got our Boomerang maxed out, and this baby is incredible. Let's just show you quickly. It basically almost one-shot mob, so most of them without armor it does, but for the higher tier mobs then it takes two shot. But it's much faster and has much more range. So once we go and fight mobs in the city, or if we decide to go after the Ender Dragon, this is going to come in really handy. Then we worked on our dark steel armor, and we also made that epic. If you look at it now, all pieces are empowered 4. All pieces have a lot of upgrades on them. Like this one has jump 3, which when you hold space lets you triple jump high in the air like this. Then the leggings have speed 3, which means if I double tap to move forward, this is how fast I can now move through the world. Oh, not this. Then on this we have glider, which means that when I triple jump like this, I can just... Oh, I think my over is off. Let me just turn it back on. Glider active. Yeah, my glider was off. But if I triple jump, now I glide wherever I want to go, which makes my movements around much easier. And finally, on my helm, I put some solar just to recharge, but it doesn't do all that much. So today is going to be our time-lapse episode because we have a lot of things to do. As you can see, my tree farm is derping again. It's probably because it ran out of power, because, yeah, this turned off again. I really need to figure out why it keeps turning off. It should work based on the signal, and technically... Oh, I fell here because there was a little bit of lag. So this should have sent a signal because it was below 30, and it should have started the reactor, and it should stay up until it goes above 90. So I still haven't figured out what's the problem with this and why it's turning on or off. But what I mean by fixing Dirt 1.0 farm is I want to bring that down and make it a double high barrel stacking as much as we can, and based on how much oak wood we have coming in, I want to add maybe 1 or 2, not redstone furnace, but pulverizer with upgrades to craft as much sawdust as possible, because I want to beat the dirt quest as fast as possible. If we have some time, the next step would be to clean up the base a little bit. I mean, if you look at the front of the ship, this is still a mess that I would like to fix. I'd like to take that out. I'd like to fix my fences so that I have a better place for my animals. So a couple of things like that. Then the next step would be to integrate the Woot Mob Farm into my ME system, because right now if you look at it, well, this is not full yet, but it's going to fill pretty fast. And then this one is not full yet, but also will fill pretty fast. And that one, because of the upgrade, it's filling super fast. So we are going to have to address that one as fast as possible. And that's the next step that I want to make. Depending on this and the time that I have left, I would also like to start managing our resource from the Void Ore Miner. So I don't know if you remember, but in one episode, I crafted these 3 ender chests, where I decided to have the yellow one contain the gold ore, the orange one contain the iron ore, and the blue one contain the diamond and the lapis. But I want to start managing those resources. I want to start transforming them to smelt them into gold, to smelt them into iron, and make ingots and put them in our system. And these craft a pickaxe with the max looting level possible on it, so that when it breaks these, it drops as much diamond or lapis as it can. And we also have these that have been producing and filling this. So technically we also want to manage all of this. Like the redstone, we'll probably have it go through the same process as the diamond and the ore. Same thing for the nether quartz ore, but whatever else we can process through smelting, we'll smelt, and everything else that we can't really process in any clean way or in any way that we care, we'll throw in a secondary system. Like, we really don't need any more charged Certus Quartz or Certus Quartz or iridium. Like, there's a lot... Oh, iridium. That might be interesting, though. Sorry, I just caught on something that I've been searching for, and the reason I say that is if I look at iridium, iridium shards I want, because I want to be able to make the jetpack attachment plate, because I'd like to attach the jetpack to our dark steel armor. I thought there was a way to attach it. Oh yeah, right back here. I'd like to be able to attach it to a dark steel armor. So we need to craft an electric jetpack, and we need to craft, oh sorry, not that. And we need to craft the attachment like this, which is made out of iridium shard. I should have to figure out how to get iridium shard from this, because this gives me iridium dust, smelt into iridium ingot. Yeah, so no, I don't, there might not be a way to get any shards from this. So I was excited for a moment, but that probably won't work. Anyway, so we have to start processing all of these things and throw them in the ME system. So that's all of the things that have been on my list for time-lapse, and I was hoping to start doing some time-lapse at the end of each episode, but my episode have still been very long because I have so much to do to make my playthrough move forward, and I have so many exciting things, like the armor and getting everything ready to go to the end, like the space station, and so I'm kind of making the episode as short as I can, but they keep on being a bit long. So guys, I'm going to go into my time lapse now. If you don't want to see it, don't forget I'll resume it in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!